Good morning, and thank you so much for being with us on UBC TV. Welcome to Good Morning Uganda Extra, which is an extension of Good Morning Uganda. I'm Robert Cherabonyonyitono. That is in case you have just joined us, but we are always here from 6:30 with the team to ensure that we set the pace for that day. So kindly make it a date with us tomorrow. Now, today we are going to be discussing something very important, and I must say very, very important for every parent, because today we choose to look at how technology is affecting the eyes of our children. Now, you can never resist change. All change will change you. So we can't resist that the world has gone digital. Every day, technology is being improved. Every day, our children are exposed to one form or the other of technology. Take an example. Today, online lessons. Today, an average home, children have tabs, either for education purposes or because you must buy one for your child as a parent. It's not optional. Daddy, I need a tab. And many of our children, these are things we don't want to speak, are being raised by these tabs. You go home, they come from school, they get to their tabs. TV, movies, there's so much we can talk about that they're exposed to. And how are they affecting their sight or their eyes? Well, I'm not an expert at that, but the good news is I have the experts with me in studio. Today I have Jacqueline Babo Nerawo, hope I pronounced it right, an eye specialist. Good morning and welcome, Jacqueline.
Well, thank you so much. It's a very beautiful morning. To the person outside there watching us, I'm Jacqueline Babonerawa. I'm an eye specialist working with Lapea Glasses Uganda. Nice to speak to that viewer who is on this morning. And today we shall be discussing about eye health in our children, school-going children. So whoever is not yet on, please stay tuned, call your neighbor to watch in. And yes, because we are discussing science today.
And on the other hand, I have a person with a very interesting name. That is Oliver Mwako. I hope I pronounced it very well as well, who is the Senior Communications Manager at Lapea. You're most welcome to the show.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, you did a very good job at pronouncing my name. Yeah, Oliver Mwako is my name. Yeah, I work for Lapea. Yeah.
Okay. Now, having known the people I have, definitely when you're of Lapea, you know we are discussing issues to do with eyes. But I'll begin with Olive. First, for my viewer to understand, when you talk about Lapea, what is this all about?
Yeah, for those that may not be acquainted with Lapea, Lapea is a Pan-African eyewear brand. We deal with spectacles such as this. We are in 6 countries, and our mission is simple: to democratize access to eye care in Africa by giving everyone the chance to see well without having to break the bank. Yeah.
I love the word, the chance to see well, because many people, your sight is not good simply because you need an aider to enable you to think things properly, like I do see them. Not to say that I've never worn spectacles anyway. Now, coming back to Jacqueline.
Yes, please.
Jacqueline, when we talk about technology, I earlier said you cannot resist change.
Sure.
Or change will change you. Now, how does this become a burden to school-going children?
Well, we are all aware. When we talk about technology, we talk about these gadgets, and we all know gadgets are meaning a phone, computer, your TV, all these things, and they all emit what we call blue light. Now, this blue light has an effect on our vision, and normally it causes us what we call digital vision syndrome. It's a series of symptoms that affect our eyes, and yeah, one will feel them. Now, the challenge we have these days on our children is as early as 3 years. This child is just joining, but not even 3 years, let me say 1 year. We have a tendency of giving these children tabs, to give them cocoa melon, just to keep them busy, because we, the parents, are too busy to attend to them or to play with them. So we give them these screens, they do cocoa melon, not looking at the risk of them being exposed to these blue lights, and then also them being exposed to near activities so often, or for more of their time. So such things are affecting our children as young as 1 year. Now when you look at these school-going children, 3 years now, these days the world is digital. You see, most of these schools these days, we are even using projectors, we are using whiteboards, and you know, all these things are putting us at risk. Now, these gadgets, that is one of the roles they have played in affecting our vision. This child, the eye is still developing, the eye is exposed to blue lights. On top of that, this child is doing more of knee activities, and boom, at the age of 5 years, 4 years, the child is already short-sighted. You're starting to take her to school, taking him to school, and yeah, the teacher is telling you this child can't see at the board. When they sit behind, when they sit in this position, they cannot see, simply because of the lifestyle we've given them back at home, because we are too busy to attend to them. That is one of the things these digital devices have done to us. Some people, yes, they will see, but like I told you, digital vision syndrome, it is a collection of quite a number of symptoms. One will be that, yes, they can see, but then they are giving them headaches. And definitely, if I have a bad headache in class, there is no I'm going to concentrate. It is blurring my vision because I spent the whole night watching a movie on the phone that mommy gave me. Boom. In the morning, my vision is blurry, say my eyes are already fatigued, I can't concentrate in class. There are some of us who just can't see. And there are quite a number of effects it is impacting on us. So that is what technology has done to us, and even much more that we can't exhaust today.
Now, Olive, Jacqueline told us, and she has really given a clear picture of what causes this. Now, is there a way that we can avoid this? Let's first see if there is protection before how best we can go over this program as youth specialists now here. Because this is the way to go, I must say. Many of us today, and you watching us, a tab is almost becoming a must in a home.
Even at school.
Even at school. TV is a must. Laptops are a must. A child, something, somehow, online lessons are a must. I know school, pre-primary, but they're training their children. They want them to be IC compliant. Even holiday work. A child has to, even if it's shading and the teacher is getting it there. And then, you are a parent, you're seeing how your child's work is being marked and all that. So, can we avoid this, or should we accept this is the life to go?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Eventually, technology is a very good thing. Technology is a very essential tool in this generation that we may not do without at some point. And as we are now, you know, bringing children, and especially we millennials, speaking of myself, we understand that the basic is, first of all, to understand how these gadgets operate. That's number one. And number two, try to have the right information that you can lay down to your children as soon as possible. For instance, when dealing with gadgets, and a kid should not use a gadget for more, a child who is less than 3 years old cannot use a gadget for more than 2 hours every day. If you do more than that, that will cause more harm than good. And secondly, if your kid essentially uses gadgets, so these are very practical a mechanism you can help them to adapt in order for them not, you know, to be affected by the blue light emitted by these gadgets. This is the thing we normally do. It's a simple rule. They call it the 20-20-20 rule, meaning for every 20 minutes a child is, you know, operating in front of a gadget, make sure or ensure that your kid takes at least 20-second break. For every 20 minutes, they take 20-second break to look at something that could be 20 feet away. So that equals to 3 meters, for instance. So either to walk around or to see beyond, you know, the 4 walls, probably go outside just for 20 seconds, or look outside, look from the windows or something like that, and then come back to their gadgets. That will help them, you know, strengthen their, you know, their muscles, and also help them, like, you know, to protect them, you know, against this blue light emitted, which is harmful to the eyes and can really cause what we call short-sightedness or myopia in the future if that has been prolonged. Yeah.
Now, Jacqueline, he's told us what you can do as an elder person or a parent. Now, technology brings that problem. Let's see how technology solves that problem.
Oh, well, thank you. Before we even see how technology helps the problem. Now, when we are doing this 2020 rule, also as the parents should ensure that we engage these children. There's no you're going to keep this child off the screen if we don't engage them. At least take this child for a walk outside if you want them to get off the screen. So some of the things we really need to get on ground are dear parents or teachers at school. Okay. Now, with these blue lights, these days, if there are those that can't do the 2020 rule, or there are those who are already affected, who are already having the effects of this blue light, and the 2020 rule may not be really helpful. There are some spectacles we call blue light blocking spectacles, like what I'm actually wearing. Though may have correction anyway. Yes, those spectacles help to block this blue light that is emitted by these gadgets, hence helping you, shielding you from these effects that come as a result of the blue light. So are these spectacles available, Oliver? Oliver should even tell people about the availability within La Paix. But yes, they are so helpful to whoever sits before a gadget for more than 4 hours each and every single day.
Now, when you mean 4 hours, is it consistent, or I add time? For example, I can come in, do 30 minutes, I'm out. Then I come in, do 1 hour, I'm out. Then later I go do. Must they be 4 consecutive, or even if I break, but when I add on a day, I spend about 4 hours?
Shiraba, I would be okay with you if within these 30 or 1 hour you're doing the 20-20-20 rule.
Which I can't do.
You see. Now, if you cannot do, and then we are summing up these hours to 4 hours, definitely you will need these spectacles to help you out.
Now, Olive, for these particular spectacles, can I just walk in anywhere? Because I've seen people on various social media platforms advertising how they have these, you call them blue light blocking lights. And I know parents, including myself, who went in, and this person says even they deliver. So I look at them, they had some things to adjust here to grab the ears properly. Said, well, they will also even look good, and the person delivered. Do I also need to have a specialist to look at this? And is it the same as tinted? You know, we need to be very specific. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. As the the World Health Organization estimate that due to technology and the way of life, the way we are living, it is estimated that by the year 2050, half of the world population will be myopic, meaning they will have some sort of short-sightedness. So probably majorly is due to gadgets. So this starts at a younger age. From this age, by the time they clock 20 or 50 or 30, they're already like fully in it. And yes, blue light blocking glasses are made essentially to help you, filter the light that comes from the gadget and have it lowered to help you see at a normal rate without any side effects, meaning no headaches, no insomnia, you are not, no itchy eyes and stuff like that. So this blue light will help you venture. In these days, as you mentioned, there's a difference between photochromatic glasses and blue light blocking glasses. But you can also combine the two, like the one I'm wearing. Photochromic, how does it happen? It's the fact that when you are inside indoors, if you are indoors, the glasses look clear as mine at this moment, but my blue light is still functioning within. Probably now that we have computers, I can have my phone right here and it won't affect me at any point. But if I move outside, now my photochromic start working. Photo meaning when I go outside, this same clear glasses will turn into dark shades. So they protect you from the natural light. So blue light protects you from, yes, the artificial light, but also photochromic now protects you from the natural light. But you can also have glasses that combine the two. Yes.
Now, do I require to come to La Paix, or can I, like I said?
Oh, eventually, yes. It is very much not even suggested, it's recommended for any person starting from the age of 5 years and above to visit an eye care specialist at least once every year, especially. And but those people who are diabetic, they have hypertension, they are required to visit an optician twice every year. This means what? If this year from now on, looking back, it has been over 12 months, you haven't visited an optician, it is time to visit a qualified eye care practitioner. It is very essential to also visit a professional one, and those that are working towards bettering the lives of people, not just making money out of it. And that being said, yes, of course, you can work in at LAPE, and what LAPE is doing is also breaking the barrier whereby people have to pay money to visit an optician or just to consult an eye care specialist. So at LAPE, walking in and visiting an eye care specialist, it is free of charge. So you walk in at every branch of LAPE, you walk in and you have your consultation, know the status of your eyes at no cost at all. In Uganda, we have 16 branches, and some, where we are opening other branches in Mbale, Masaka to come soon. We have branches in Barara, we have branches in Jinja, and in Kampala we have 14 other locations that, and in Tebe as well. So it's better for people just to look out for LAPE, and you walk in, you have your eyes tested for free,
Very interesting, testing for free. Can you imagine where many will tell you consultation? I don't know why medics have chosen this issue of consultation, because I come to your clinic, then your eye clinic, then you're telling me consultation is 50, consultation is 100. It's almost the cost of a certain frame of that amount. Now, these deter people, also us Africans, consultation, but have come there to be checked. Anyway, those are some of the hurdles that LAPE finds that they have to be dealt away with. And it's very simple. Walk in there, know where you stand regarding your eyes, regarding your sight. And when we've talked about the technology, take these children, you said above 5 and above, sorry. 5 and above, know exactly what they're going through. Don't cane children at the end of the term when they come with a funny report. They are trying to tell you, then you say, I was in school, I wasn't getting this. Moreover, I don't see what we are getting anyway, but I wasn't getting this. But it's a problem with the eyes. So in the world of technology, sight is very, very important, and it's very important that you take that child and know what is the situation of their eyes as far as seeing things properly while in school. I know a few schools that actually demand a report. A report. Every term or every year, I think. They'll tell you, leave alone the medical, but they also want that of the sight. I know of a number of driving schools that also require that report, though I know many that don't. But they will tell you, for you to undergo driving with us, we need to confirm if your sight is okay. And that is very important. Now, coming back to Jacqueline, we said these can be corrected by putting on specs.
Sure.
But one of the other challenge we find, I may come for the free consultation, but affordability. Affordability. You look at a person wearing specs, my brother and sister watching us, if you've not gone through this experience, some of these people have vehicles on their faces. Someone is having a whole motorcycle just on their eyes. Now, Jacqueline, take us through this.
Well, thank you. First and foremost, before we get there, I wouldn't recommend anyone to get spectacles on the street for your child. I think you had earlier asked it. Even the one who feels like they only need for light, kindly prioritize doing that eye test before you're given that one for just light. Doesn't do you much. After all, we shall not charge you for the test. Now, the cost. Now, LAPE is here because We want to break that myth of thinking spectacles are going to be 1M plus or 800 or 600 something. No.
They're very expensive. No wonder when we see people putting them on, we have our mentality. Some African.
Yes, spectacles are no longer for people who show off. They are no longer for the wealthy. They are no longer for the wise people, for the bright ones in class. No, 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 no. At La Paix, this could be best answered by Oliver, but at La Paix, the starting price is 105,000. And that one, you'll get a frame of your choice, any frame of your choice. If you want the one that is cut eye up to the other way, if you want round or what, any frame of your choice, plus the prescription lenses. Of course, they have other things like anti-glare and reflective in them. 105, and a hard case where you can keep them. Yes, you move away with your pair of spectacles. So depending on the kind of glass you need or the kind of coatings you need, but yeah, the starting price is 105. Even the others that may need the photochromic, blue block, yes, they are still very affordable because I managed to afford one.
Well, we don't know how, but
yes,
the
but
good thing is 105 is something really, because it's worth your sight. Because if you're not able to see properly, there's so much that can happen to you. So it's worth your sight. Now, to the lady still,
sure.
A quick one. Do you help people, or do you give them advice on what suits them best?
Yeah, yes, we do. That is why we are calling everyone to come through for the eye test. Why? Even if you feel you have no problem, just come and tell me, oh, Jackie, I've just come to ask what exactly should I eat. I have this kind of problem. This is what I don't see. This is what I don't see. Of course, after measuring you, we shall definitely tell you, now, Chirabo, you're good. Oliver, you're short-sighted. Jackie, you're long-sighted. Now, you who is okay, we shall tell you, continue eating fruits and vegetables, limit screen time, exercise. For some of our colleagues who are diabetic or hypertensive, we shall still educate you on how best you can live. For some of us who require spectacles, we shall advise you on the best kind of spectacle that is of help to you, that can help you best.
But also, let's consider, to be more specific, you advise on which kind of spectacle would look better on me, because I've had some people who shun. Tell you, Chirabo, when I put on that thing,
I feel ugly.
I looked in the mirror. Now, I said, let me better move away from here and never return.
Chirabo, we at La Paix, we have
dog face cut.
Oh, yes.
we have a team.
They were telling me, and I said,
we have a team. We have a team that guides you through, that can help you. That now Chirabo has a dog face, a round frame will look better on him. Maybe this one, say Jackie has a round face, a square or rectangular frame will look better. This one has this kind of face, a cat eye frame will look better. And at the end of the day, there are mirrors there. You will look at yourself. We shall give our opinions. At the end of the day, you will choose what you feel you will be confident with outside there. You are actually okay to walk in with someone who can help you through this, but we have a team that will help you, and we've got all kinds of frames that one may be in need of.
Olive, supplement on that.
Yeah,
yes.
Just to add on to that, there are a lot of factors that comes into people, wearing specs, as you mentioned. For some, especially in this era, in this economy, it's an investment, and for them, they don't want to invest in something that they don't want to, use. They want to invest on something that they can be using and use it every day, and that means it has to complement their looks, and it has to complement their taste. And that being said, at La Paix, we have professionals that are trained to really equip you with a piece of, a frame or a pair of glasses that will match your flair and match what you want. That being said, some of the things that we consider is also the skin color. And a person from a certain skin tone should have this type of glasses, and then the choice will be given to you because we have variety, and then you will have a choice to make accordingly to how you see probably your wardrobe for the next 6 months or so. And then we also look at you know, the shape of your face, for people who are round faced, people who have cat face, doggy face, and yeah, all that has been included into the training of our, you know, well-abled team to help you go through all the process from getting your eye tested up to making your final choice upon you know, your glasses. Yeah.
Very interesting and very good. At least there are experts who will help you know what suits you best. Because that is also a scare to a number of people when you talk about specs, or when they are recommended to them, they'll tell you, I look better without these things. But still there are those that will come out and you're like, it is a health issue, but you're like, I wish you had done that better. You look better. You look very better. And some, when they remove it, put them back, put them back. Yes, others. But also now, looking at the effect of technology on our children, and specifically on sight. Now, Jackie, are these particular specs also renewable? Do I get them once in a lifetime? Then these are children that are growing up. I remember when I was in school, Nakasero Primary School, for some reason, 90% of the Indians we had, P1, P2, P3, they had specs. They had specs. Now, as the Africans, of course it was, okay. And a few of some of us, also for some reasons, wanted to have these specs. Now you complain of eyes, they take you there, the optician lets you down. Says, I don't see any problem with your eyes. Now you don't get the specs. Another time you promise your colleagues. But what is important here, away from the light moment, is these are children. One of the things I had was my specs getting spoiled. They had a screw here that would jump out, I don't know how. Then going home would be chivoka. But how safe is giving these children these specs, much as you want to correct something? And how do we handle 5, 6, 7, 8 years, still play soccer, still run around?
Okay, thank you. Firstly, parents outside there who is watching today, you the parent there, let us minimize the number of children 3, 4 years getting spectacles. Engage them in most of outdoor activities. Let us engage them other than leaving them to Cocomelon. Okay, that will help us more. For those that are already victims and they need spectacles, yes, we do give. As long as one needs them, we do give, because we have no choice but help them see. How, because if we do not correct them earlier, this is something that will continuously progress. And yes, we shall worsen their vision more. These are young children. For those who are extremely, who have really big refractive errors, we see them getting amblyopia if we don't give them these spectacles earlier. So at the end of the day, we have to correct their vision. There's a baby of 3 years. 3 years, yes, I gave spectacles, and she couldn't see. But ever since the day I gave this baby spectacles, I mean, she has kept them, because that is when she realized how the world is. I remember the first time she wore them, still at the clinic there, she said, "Mommy, I can now see." That was the statement she exclaimed. And she has now broken them. It is now, I think, a year, or I think not less than 8 months, I mean. She has not broken them because she really knows she needs them. Now, for these children, we, the parents, have to help them. If you say whatever this child is going to do is putting these glasses at risk, first of all, help them out. If you say they are going to play maybe with their colleagues or their friends, and this is a young child of 4, 5, 6 years, there you can withdraw them for them to go and play. They may not break them, but they will scratch them. And of course, when they are scratched, they will definitely not see. Secondly, there are strings that can be put on these glasses. Like they hold these glasses from behind. So that in case they fall off the eyes, yes, they can be held here. So such things can also be availed to young children with these spectacles. Now, you asked about us having to change them. Yes, for children, especially before they leave their teenage ages. The good news is the chances of them improving are high. That is if the glasses are used right. We have a tendency of us parents outside there at home telling the children, remove the glasses, you'll only use them when you're at school. Now that is not right. You're putting your child at risk because we are not giving them room to improve if that's what we are doing. So if these glasses are worn right, there are chances of their vision improving before they leave their teenage ages. So we need to encourage them to wear them right, have them, for those that need to wear them full day, yes, let us have them on. And of course, when the vision changes, either to the better or to the worse, we need to change the glasses. If your vision worsens, we definitely have to change them because, yes, it will mean the lens you have currently is weak for you. If the vision for the child improves, yes, we have to change the glasses because, yes, the vision has improved and now the lens is seemingly too high for this child. Yeah. Yes, that is it. We have to change them, but normally the deal is 2 years.
Well, looking at the effect of technology on children's eyes, and I have a lady and a gentleman from La Pera. Now, these are specialists when it comes to correcting eye problems using spectacles. They are not going to take you for surgery. No. So in anything to do with correcting your eyesight, that is what they are good at. I have Olive and Jackie Lynn with me in studios. Allow me to go for a very short break. When I return, we'll still be discussing the same topic.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Juko.
Yo.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that.
Okay.
The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
We're going to be talking about farming, but it's not me that's going to do that.
My name is Hava K. Luanga.
My name is Larry Charles K.
Let's go!
Mixed farm is a type of farming that involves growing crops and raising livestock. This is the spice garden and for the vegetables.
My first favorite spice has to be black pepper.
What's black pepper in Uganda?
Kamulali or mudagavu.
What? We're going to talk about the sechunga. We're going to see how big it is, as big as Larry's head. And then we're going to talk about the mangada. So we're going to get there. We have still so many farms to visit. And I would like to hear from you. This is the Little Farmer Show, and we are bringing coolness back to farming. See you!
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers, Plot 7 Lodell Road, Kampala. Call 0312-206-400 or visit our website at www.dpf.or.ug.
We protect your money. Protection Fund of Uganda.
UBC studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back from that break, and thank you so much for being with us on UBC TV. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono, and with me I have Jacqueline Babo Nerawo, who is an eye specialist, and I also have Olivia Mwako, who is a senior communications officer at Rappel. Now, this is is it a French word?
Lapel.
It's a French word.
It's someone's name, which actually literally translates to a pair. That's what, yeah, we call ourselves la pair glasses, so a pair of glasses. Perfect.
Sounds beautiful. So don't think I've not pronounced the right word in English. It is not English word. But moving on, now back to our topic, which is the impact of technology on our children's eyes. To me, this takes me straight to academics. Now we want to see the effect of poor vision on the academics of our children, or on our academic performance of our children. And let me start with the lady, you know, mother's reports and all that. When a child is not performing very well, it is the mother. When it's performing very well, it's bright as the
child
father.
is as bright as Okay. Let me save our dear mothers, I would say there, so we are also bright. Okay, well, for us who expect good results from these children, yes, prioritize having an eye test for them and giving them the right corrective glasses for them to see well. Now, for any child in school that has poor vision or that has vision issues, first of all, there is no way they are going to copyright things from the board. Yes. We've got children who struggle to see at the blackboard where you're seated in front, meaning they prefer to sit behind. And then we have those who can see better actually where you're seated in front. There are those who don't see either seated in front or behind, they just can't see well. And these days, I don't know, I'm told these days they place children in class depending on performance. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, streams, yes.
Not even streams, in class. They'll tell you the best students sit in front, you who is struggling,
benchers,
sit behind. So if in such a setting, this child will be disadvantaged in case she's placed in a position where she really can't see well. Now, for such a child, please, their academic performance will definitely be affected, because why does a child have to copy from a neighbor for them to put in their book? Supposing my neighbor copies something wrong, definitely I'll also copy something wrong. And yes, it will be what I'll answer during exams, and yes, I'll definitely fail. So for such children, please, it will definitely affect their performance if they can't see well at a blackboard. Secondly, if this child is seated in a group of people in a classroom of 70 and this one child can't see well, they lose their confidence. First of all, even when the teacher has asked something or they taught yesterday, this child is not sure if they read something right from the board, they will not put up their hand to respond. They will not give any answers in class because they will never be sure if they read it right. They will never be sure if whatever they are giving is actually what is expected of them. So it reduces their confidence as well as their self-esteem. I was privileged to study from a school that has the visually impaired. And anyway, for us, we were brought up in a way that they taught us how to deal with them, not to stigmatize them. But there are children outside there who are actually sharing classes with people who have vision problems, but then they don't know how to deal with them. So they bully them. These children actually feel out of place in class. Sometimes this child will ask for a neighbor, can I copy this? And then the neighbor is like, is it my problem that you can't see? You see this? And definitely this child will not ask again. So it really lowers their confidence, their self-esteem. They don't just feel in place. And at the end of the day, they will not perform as expected. These are children that cannot fully participate in co-curricular activities. They will not be, I don't know, they just can't be, they don't just fit in society because they can't see. Why would we allow really our children to feel that way at school? Yeah, I would really encourage teachers. Teachers are one of the stakeholders in this, teachers and parents, to help us identify these children, have their eyes tested and give them the corrective spectacles for them to improve their confidence and self-esteem amongst their colleagues at school.
As I bring in Olive, also talk about the headaches. that come along with struggling to see?
Yeah, definitely. That's an important topic. You know, it is estimated that 40% of children who do not perform well, yeah, 40% of children who do not perform well in school, you know, have issues with their eyes. That is very alarming as a number, you know. You'll notice that your kid is not or she's not having good grades and brings home bad grades, and then you end up like laying your hand on them without knowing that what may cause them not to perform well could be essentially you know, having bad eyesight. And that being said, 80% of the learning for the children comes from what they see. Children can only learn well from the things they perceive and see very clearly. You can talk. That's why it is how you act that the children will also emulate, you know, copy what you do, not what you always say. And that being said, yeah, indeed, it is important, especially for teachers, to assess these children. Now that we are in the period of back to school, it's important to assess your children. Every child that cannot see from a distance of 3 meters has to be placed in a comfortable position or has to seek medical attention, so that this cannot affect their grades in school and not lure down their confidence or impact them negatively, because this has an effect, especially in the future. They call it childhood trauma. Some of them come because they have issues with their eyes, they can't see well, and they have developed this childhood trauma whereby they cannot be confident to speak, you know, to pass interviews. They fail and they are not confident within themselves. And then, you know, it's like something that is already projecting them for failure, which is not okay. And there are parents who are really not commendable, I mean, in a way of, you know, saying, I don't want my kid to wear specs at this early age. I really don't want, because it doesn't look good, or eyeglasses deteriorate the state of their eyes. That's a lie. Probably because
once you put on specs,
yes,
the problem just becomes
worse. That's a stereotype that we need to break down right now, simply because you are putting your child into failure, and we don't want any kid to feel like they are failure, because they are 40% of children can do better than they can do if their eyesight are really taken care of.
Well, thank you so much for that. 40% can do better if their eyesight is catered for. Now, time seems to be flying so fast, but what is important here is that we can correct this problem, and the child's performance will greatly increase. Just imagine sitting in a class and you can't see what is happening on the blackboard. Just imagine you're a backbencher and you can't see things that are far from you. They go, and with most of our schools that use white on black, the chalk is white, the blackboard is definitely black. Now, even that combination, when you want to see from a distance, it can become a problem. Or when you're seated near and you can't see and you would want to be behind. Remember, with our system, sometimes the seating arrangement is determined by the teachers. Sure. The child may not have the opportunity, so most of these infants we're discussing, these young ones, may not have a choice of where to sit. It may be dictated. But if you have these specs, that is catered for. Now, I'll just give each of you 2 minutes as we wind up, and I'll begin with Jacqueline.
Well, thank you to that viewer who has been on this morning. I will just encourage us all to take part in our children's eyes as the parents and the teachers also. If you identify a particular child that is having vision problems, please communicate to the parent and follow up that this parent has actually helped this child. Because at the end of the day, me, the teacher in class, I'm going to be blamed if my child doesn't perform well. We should all get involved in our vision. Love your eyes. I will always say that. Love them. Love your child's eyes. And yes, demand for these results when you know you have played your part as a teacher, you've played your part as a parent. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Now a nice specialist working with Lapierre Glasses Uganda. It's been a pleasure being with you here.
So do you have a website? Because you offer free
consultancy. We do offer free eye tests all over, across all our branches in Uganda. And we are available on all our social media handles, be it TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all social media handles. We are really available as Lapea Uganda. Oliver will be giving us the contact for those who want to WhatsApp us, those who want to reach us directly. He'll be reading it out. Feel free to walk in. Even those without any problems, just come and ask me, doctor, which exercises should I do? What should I do for my child who is like this? My eyes are itchy, what should I do? There are just some remedies we can just give you for you to keep healthy. Yes, thank you so much.
Olive, your parting shot.
Yeah, thank you so much. At Lapea, what we're doing, especially in this period, started from 1st of February up to the end of March, is we are doing our school tour. School tour for educational workshops. Preferably, we are doing P7, P6 up to secondary school. And the idea is to educate and equip kids on how best they can equip themselves to perform better at school. And that being said, we are calling upon all schools, whether you're a principal, if you're watching, or you know a school that can beneficiate from this, please reach out to us, and we will definitely show up. And this is good because we are training kids on how to naturally take care of their eyes, but also seek help when need come. And that being said, we have a lot of goodies. We are also giving kids a lot of gifts that we're also tending to kids. And that being said, in case now you want to reach out for this purpose or any other purpose, probably visit Lapea or want to have your eyes tested for free, you can reach us out on this number 0709 744 775. Let me take it again, 0709 744 775. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Well, I love that for schools, and more so when you talk about gifts. But what is important is when these children's eyesight is corrected and they can see very well, it is reflected in their performance. If it is not corrected and they keep on having that problem, they can't copy notes right, they can't see properly, they can't read properly, and definitely that is going to be reflected in their performance. Have a lovely day. May the good Lord bless you. See you tomorrow, God willing. Robert Chirabonyo, I'm wishing you the best of your Monday.
Thank you.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Juko.
Yo.
Wachikuwa.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Uganda, haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. But what you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Teens Crown, an amazing off-the-hook youth program, brings you an array of fun, exciting, and educative segments you do not want to miss. From red carpet moments to proms, youth empowerment programs to youth gig vibes, and so much more, Teens Crown will get you hooked. Only on UBC TV every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Don't miss.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With must-carry heritage advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Did you know that our #1 value as a nation is to respect and protect the environment? With the current population increase of Uganda and industrialization, this has increased pressure on the natural resources, resulting into environmental degradation and global warming. Developing countries like Uganda could face 80% of the global climate change effects by the year 2030 if no action is taken. Join us here on UBC TV, Inspiring Uganda, on our Eco Plus program, where we bring you an in-depth analysis